Aloha and welcome, video viewers. I'm Panther, and this is Conarium. Currently trying to figure out where everyone went in this base. Nothing. Oop. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal vision. But now he's holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing to his grave and serious conversation again and again. But I still can't remember the contents. During the working hours, sometimes I hear his voice through the radio. It's not in a form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of suspicion I will be facing. That sucks. Cool. Looks to be around the 50s? I'm not very good with figuring out times by... Oh! One of the composed sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips. It has a open third eye on its forehead as well as inside its hand, which I think indicates some state of knowing because of allusions to knowledge and elder things reoccur all the time in almost every bas relief we've discovered thus so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting those halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Several other examples of the composed structures ranging from humanoid to reptilian in shape. They were mostly damaged and generally in a really bad shape. The lost parts were completed by the artist's imagination. The abundance of five-pointed shapes seen in the design of the structures have come across cannot be overlooked. In addition to most of the elegant figures adorning and staring silently from most of the gigantic hallways are reptilian in shape. This grotesque monastery, whatever, caused an uproar with the countenance it wore upon its reptilian face. When we first found it resting within the almost subterranean darkness of the cave where it had been carved in eons past. Some of the crew even claimed that they had heard some muffled laughing sounds coming from within it. The pine cone it was guarding or hiding within its humanoid hands has some symbols carved into it which they've yet to decipher. Yoink. Child. Some sort. glass butterfly. Interesting. More children. Looks to be in the same house, which is odd. Key! Yay! I don't know what it's for, but... Oh. Oh, there's gloves. Ah, that scared me for a second. It's like, why is there hands in this guy's drawer? And why is there no blood? Oh, it's gloves. Must be his dad. I'm inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just faint and fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass into a state of dormancy, somehow I explore while I'm dreaming the vast vistas of grandeur, an alien prospect in unnatural disposition. So vivid experiencing the outer extent of this world I have yet to discover. If only I was endowed with an artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that all this became evident after Conarium sessions had started. Even though I am not one of the participants, I somehow am affected. I am absorbed, while in an unconscious state, into the oblivion, crossing the line beyond the wall of sleep. Yeah, interesting.
It's locked. Locked.
Okay. I think I found what I needed, though. Just like any good horror game, stuff has yet to hit the fan. It's all build up so far. Nothing. Gloves. And a note. All the members awakened without any problems except for Frank Gilman. All of a sudden, his heart ceased beating at around 1:45 a.m. He was extremely cold. There was no detectable pulse. While I was preparing to perform cardiac compression, he momentarily opened his eyes. I was unsure how much time had passed since his heart failed to beat, but it couldn't have been more than 5 minutes. Then the event that shook us all. The cause was the very words Frank uttered directly to Dr. Faust right after he awakened. I don't know how to explain it because his voice was muffled and almost indiscernible. But I am convinced that the voice I heard did not belong to Frank. As a medical doctor, I can say without that this was not completely impossible for someone in his condition, but there was something wrong with what I heard. There was a sound that no human vocal cords could produce. Yay, possession! And I'm playing the guy that got possessed. Awesome! Oh, there we go. Statement of consent. By signing this document, you're agreeing to the terms written below. False statements made knowingly or willfully, including affidavits or other supporting documents submitted therewithin, may be punished. I hereby declare that I consent to perform my daily duties to the best of my abilities. Listen to the judgment of expectation leader, Dr. Faust, and participate in a series of medical sessions as needed by the Upper Hat Antarctic base. The risks of participating in the aforementioned medical sessions have been fully explained to me. Any questions I have regarding the procedure, why it is necessary, its benefits and risks have been answered to my satisfaction. Therefore, I give my informed consent to perform the procedure by signing this statement of consent. Do 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 do. Wait, already was. You mother. You tricked me. This way.
It's stuck.
Stuck, huh? Something in there.
Oh, it smells awful in here.
That would indicate that some substantial amount of time passed. Maybe a day or two. Oh, okay. That's why the door's stuck. Herbal tea and sugar. Pots. Coffee and black tea. Definitely an English establishment. Looks like it was everybody left in a hurry.
Locked.
Those are apparatuses I am not familiar with. Oh, goody! Into the depths below. They have a tree down here. That's progressive. And a little difficult to actually do.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
There we go. I don't know. Something just feels off. Bioluminescent mushrooms. Come on. Can't close it? Fine. Oh. Okay. That was not pleasant. Oh. Oh, good. I don't know what's going on. But that's a great way to know you're in a Lovecraftian horror. The hell? And the cat was never really there. Awesome! Okay. We're gonna do that. For right now.
Oh, yes. These are the pre-human species we found frozen in a cave far south of the base. Who is this? It's impossible to determine with so much decomposition.
Well, I gotta keep from them all the same. We finally finished excavating the monolith that was silently waiting for a soul to see it again. Situated within the center circular building, we reached with the link elevator. That magnificent piece of carving was buried halfway down, under a mound of debris, and most probably could have been written in early pages of history. Cannot describe exactly my feelings for the first time when I stood aghast, complimenting that gigantic stonework inside those time-worn halls of silence. Only God knows how many ages have passed since its initial carving. Just think about it. Its age sends... Just thinking about its age sends down... shivers down my spine. Wow. I'm tired, apparently. Which civilization could have constructed such grandeur? Now waving a forlorn goodbye without giving away any of its secrets of its masters. Furthermore, even though most of them are damaged beyond repair, we've spotted some symbols resembling the rock art of Sahara Desert in southeast. I don't know how to pronounce that right now. We don't have any strong evidence to suggest anything, but Cornell Blake clings mostly to the contextual drift theory. In any case, we don't have enough data on its age, but it is evident that history needs to be rewritten yet again. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Oh. This strange device was already on my left arm when I came around in the meeting room of the Arctic base. It comes as no surprise that I don't remember anything about it. A torch I found, standard walkie-talkie, Jonah DeWitt. I found this key on a frozen corpse. Alright, well, that's it for this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Hopefully we can unravel more of the mystery. Until then, have fun, be safe, don't lose your mind, and aloha.